Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of the Blackbird Grimoire. Welcome back to Wicca 303. Today's lesson is about whispers and nudges. Now, in the craft and oftentimes paganism in general, the terms whispers and nudges are used to describe divine messages of one form or another. The source of that could be your ancestors, animal guides, spirit guides, the fae, the gods themselves. There's a wide range of beings who can actually use these little nudges of energy and in order to communicate something to us. And it can be quite subtle to detect, but once you do recognize a whisper or a nudge, it is important to give it full consideration and to take it seriously. That was not put in your path for no reason. There was intentionality behind it. So, coming from where? A whisper or a nudge can come from anywhere, from anyone, at any time. I know. Frustrating because that doesn't exactly narrow things down. But you might feel these things while in meditation or in a dream or in the middle of your workday or in a crowd of people. It can arrive in the form of an animal or something you see in nature or out of a memory or something you read or during a conversation. It can happen anywhere, anyhow. So how do we recognize it? The first thing is that a whisper or a nudge, it stands out. One of the things that always leads me to believe that, okay, this is a little something. It's that sensation of being both fully present, but also taken out of the moment. You're fully aware and connected to what's going on. You can respond to what's going on, but there's another part of your brain that's just saying, this is important. The aha moment, that something does have greater significance than what might first appear. And also, you will feel the energy of it coming from something external to yourself. And that's one of the big things that I keep coming back to, when, especially when helping people understanding, are they getting a message or are they in communication with something, is that if something is coming forth from within you, that is coming from within you. But if you sense energy entering into your system, that's when you know it's external, and that's when you know it's time to pay extra attention to it. And also, these whisper nudges, oftentimes they connect the dots. They help things fall into place, or it gives you a kind of perspective to where you can finally see that thing that you just weren't quite able to perceive. So, as regarding subject matter, whispers and nudges, they can be about anything, whether the matter is little or great. It could be personal or public. And oftentimes you will find that a nudge will help clarify a principle that has a variety of applications. And it isn't unusual for it to take longer to figure out all the ways that this particular nudge applies than it did to recognize and acknowledge the nudge itself. Now, a couple of my recent nudges, just to throw this out there, because it may resonate with other people who are on a similar path. This phrase keeps popping up in my brain. The foundation is everything. The foundation is everything. The foundation is everything. I think this is one of the reasons why I keep bringing things back to first principles when it comes to paganism and witchcraft, about things that are really solid, because if that foundation is solid, then we can actually have something that we can move forward with. But just lately, the past couple of months, just the foundation is everything. So I think we will continue having that being a running theme in a lot of my content, just because it's almost, it's like a bell ringing inside of my head. That's how loud that nudge is. Another nudge I've been getting is that the present and future are just as significant as the past. And you will probably remember, if you're familiar with my content, that I have referred to this on many occasions, that I really see it as an evolutionary dead end for our brothers and sisters who are focused only on the past, they're not really thinking about building a future, or they're just trying to do this copy and paste exercise. I really feel overwhelmingly that's not the way to go. This does not discount the value of their research or what they can teach us about what has been. Not in the slightest, only that it is part of the puzzle. It's not the puzzle itself. What we're doing today is shaping that future, and what kind of future we're going to have we have a great deal of influence over that. So that's again one of those nudges I'm getting bashed over the head with about, what seeds are we planting. Another one is simplify, simplify, simplify. I am getting really tired of the misplaced snobbery that some of our brethren have, trying to overcomplicate things, trying to say it's more mysterious. I'm like, no, it's not as mysterious as you think that it is. Sometimes all the ways in which something applies can be mysterious. You don't always see that at first, but the principle itself is pretty straightforward, or at least it would be if you weren't trying to veil things in order to inflate your own sense of self-importance. So probably enough said about on that, just because I do think that for a lot of our ancestors, the way in which they practiced their religion, it was very simple, it was very straightforward, and it was more so about what you could glean from different from your meditations about these various things that you do every single day, and realizing how that connects to the bigger picture. I feel like that was a little bit more core. Other nudge, which again you've heard me talk about many times, is take a more homegrown, local area approach. If we cannot integrate our inherited wisdom that we have from a variety of our ancestors who were based in different parts of the world, and figure out how it applies on the land upon which we live and the circumstances in which we live, dealing with the issues that we are living with, then that is another thing that will, prevent us. And I say this as a pagan people, it will prevent us from growing in the way in which we should. We've got to be able to tie it in to our immediate reality. And another nudge I've been getting a lot is looking for where things converge and then proceeding accordingly. I've been doing a lot of research on this lately, listening to a lot of podcasts, doing a lot of reading, and I am seeing areas of convergence that do lead to more ancient origins to a lot of our basic ideas. So how that's all going to come together yet, I don't know. I'm in process. But I wanted to make you aware of these nudges because there's a reason why I continuously nag on these subjects, because I'm getting nagged about it as well. It's just rolling downhill. And also, if you are also getting these same kind of impulses, I want people to be aware that it isn't just you. You are not going crazy, and that this is something you are legitimately picking up in, through the ether. And it's okay to start uh, making your craft and making your spiritual path uh, more conforming to the nudges that you are getting. It's okay to adapt. It is okay to evolve, and it is okay to seek out the like-minded so that you can have encouragement on your path. So do with all of that what you will. So the homework for May 24th through May 30th. Number 1, are you a good listener where spiritual and magical matters are concerned? If you are not a good listener, you're going to have a much harder time picking up on the whispers and nudges that are meant for you. Number 2, reflect upon patterns of your life. Do you perceive a message within that pattern? Oftentimes there is one. It's just a matter of you just need to go look for it. The information is available to you. You just have to go retrieve it. And then number 3, meditate and really focus on opening your senses and just creating within yourself an inviting atmosphere, saying, I'm listening, I'm here, I want to know any messages, any whispers, any nudges, anything that I'm supposed to know, anything that would benefit me to know. I'm open to receiving that. Opening yourself up, that's another way to make it a little bit easier for these whispers and nudges to find their way to your conscious mind. So that's what I have for you, gang. Comments, questions, concerns, complaints, leave them for me in the comments section below, or email me at brigantiablackbird@protonmail.com, and we can have more in-depth conversation with you there. Because I know when we talk about some of these subjects in our classes, some things can touch on pretty personal matters. You don't necessarily want to air that for the whole of the internet, which I completely understand and support. So if there's something that you do want to talk about and you trust me enough to have that conversation through email, that is a resource that is available to you. Other than that, next week, we will be having our monthly seasonal witch keeping to prepare us for June. So definitely come back for that. And remember that after this, we only have June, July, and August, and then Wicca 303 will be done and the coursework is completed. So we're wrapping up a 3-year project. It's pretty exciting. So that's where I'll leave you with today. So enjoy the rest of your day. Have a very good weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.